afternoon, fellow preppers. And today's topic is a little insect called the tick. And for a tiny little thing, it can raise some real problems with you. If you get bit, and if they get their saliva, body juice into you, like if you're pulling one off, don't squeeze it, you can get something called Lyme disease. That is the most prevalent disease spread by ticks. There's another one we have out here called the Lone Star tick. And that one, I've heard, if you get bit by one of those and infected, you can't eat red meat for the rest of your life. And would life be worth living if you couldn't eat red meat once in a while? Anyway, the Lyme disease is mainly carried on the deer tick. And there have been several famous people, really, who had their lives greatly affected by Lyme disease. One is a country music star called Shania Twain, who got Lyme disease. And for a singer, it did the worst thing. It destroyed her vocal cords. Well, not destroyed, greatly affected. It can get into your nerves. And but I think through perseverance and a lot of work, she recovered and she's back to singing again. But as far as Lyme disease goes, there was a guy that he was one of the maintenance guys in the building I worked in at Fort Knox, and I noticed he hadn't been around for a while. Talked to a buddy of his, and he was out sick with Lyme disease. He'd lived in the country, and he got bit and got the disease, and he was out, I think, 2 weeks. Anyway, when he did come back, I asked him about it. I was buying a place out in the country, and he said it didn't kill him, but it made him so sick he wished he was dead. So now let's discuss ways you can keep ticks from even getting on you to prevent getting bit and therefore getting any type of disease from them. I buy this product called Sawyer's Insect Repellent. It has a chemical in it called permethrin. I used to mispronounce that very badly. Anyway, what you do with this stuff is you spray your clothes that you plan on wearing out in tick areas, high weeds, brush, grass. And if a tick gets on you, he'll leave in a hurry or he'll die. Well, I've sprayed shoes, socks, jeans, shirts, specific sets that I have marked aside. The big Sharpie I write on the inside of those clothes with an S, meaning that they've been sprayed by this Sawyer's. And if I know I'm heading out in the brush and the weeds, I put on those clothes to wear that day, and it greatly helps keeping the ticks off of me. Well, we all know that any prepper worth their salt saves their dryer lint, which takes me back to don't throw anything away mentality. That comes from hearing my grandparents' story about the Great Depression. But to continue, in toilet paper tubes, paper towel tubes cut up, save this stuff. And then you take your permethrin, I'm going to get this right, permethrin. Anyway, get you some of this. This is the only thing that'll cost you because the rest of this stuff's free. You just have to not throw it away. Then I take this out to the garage and spread it out on a carpet I have out there. I'll put a picture up here that I took yesterday when I was doing this. I wanted these real good and dry before I showed you how to do this. But if you're wondering why I have a carpet on the floor of the garage, it's for when I crawl into the truck to change the oil. It's a little more comfortable than just laying on the concrete. But to proceed, I spray this, let it dry, flip it over, spray it again, let it dry. Then I put it back in the bag, and I've got it in here to show you how to make tick bombs. Well, this is based on the theory that ticks like mice. They attach to mice. In fact, the best chance of getting Lyme disease is if you are bit by a tick that previously bit a mouse. Anyway, ticks apparently hang out on mice. I've even seen one article that says they leave their larvae on mice. And mice like to build their houses with soft, fluffy stuff. So if you take your toilet paper rolls, you stuff it with your chemically treated bug killer and put it in these. And then I go out and I throw these around the perimeter area, into the brush, around the barn, the house, the man cave. The mice come and they take the soft, fluffy stuff to build their houses with. And then every time they go home, they kill all the ticks on them. Tick prevention. Well, I just wanted to present you with a couple of things, some little information about ticks and a way I keep them off me when I'm out in the woods working, in the way that I try to reduce their population here near my more traveled areas. So in conclusion today, I'd like to please ask that if you have not already, please click that subscribe button. If you found this at all entertaining or informative, give me that like, thumbs up. And as usual, we have a quote for the day. Today is one a little bit more unusual. It's not really prepper related, but there's a country music singer named Toby Keith. That now I'm not real big in country music, but there are a few that I do enjoy, and he has a few songs that I find entertaining. One of them is, and I quote, "I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was." Thank you for watching.